Before going further in the design of networks and the study of pressure drops in these networks, we will see how to implement our library with new conduits. The library is particularly useful for dragging and dropping elements in the 3D interface and in the networks. It allows you to create networks very quickly. The continue after element function automatically creates a conduit with the same diameter as the element. We continue here after a conduit without creating new conduits in the library, because this diameter already exists in our library. If we had created a diameter change, here we will enlarge. We will go to 203 mm. It is a diameter that does not exist in our library. Insert a cone downstream of the duct. So a cone with a 203 mm diameter outlet was inserted. If I click on continue after the cone, I will automatically create a conduit of the exit diameter of the cone and store it in the library. So a duct with a diameter of 203 mm was created dynamically. So here we have a first way to create conduits with MechaFlux Pro 3D. We are going to erase this network. We are going to see a second way to create conduits. So here we have the library and an empty project without any network. We go to the library, select the conduit creation icon. To display the conduit editor, simply, we enter the diameter. Here we choose 204 mm. We can enter the roughness. By default, it is 0.016 mm. And a reference name. We click on Save. In the library, a small message tells us that the element is correctly saved, and we find our 204 mm duct here. In the library, items are sorted alphabetically. We are going to go deeper into the duct editor, which has two tools to help you create ducts. A tool to help you choose the diameter, and a tool to help you choose the roughness. When we do not know the roughness of a pipe of a given material, in the help tools we have a list of materials. Where we can select the different materials, for example PVC pipe, and get a roughness proposal. If we want to apply the proposed roughness, we click on Apply. We will leave 0.016 mm. We also have a diameter sizing tool. If we need a conduit for a fluid flow of 11 cubic meters per hour, we can use a list of diameters corresponding to the standards usually found on the market. For example, here, take the A49145 standard, welded steel tubes. When you select an element from the list, the grid with the diameters of this standard is displayed. We know that we have to transport 11 cubic meters per hour. The diagnostic tool is used to display the most acceptable diameter. This tool uses the linear head loss to define which is the best diameter according to the fluid flow. Diagnostic information is available in detail to understand the diameter selection criteria. We will not go into these details here. We will simply load the pipe at the proposed diameter in the pipe editor. So this pipe sizing tool, depending on the flow, allowed us to choose a diameter of 69.7 mm. The diameter already exists in the library. We will try to apply it anyway to see what happens. This element already exists in the library, so the software proposes to rename it. No need to add, we will cancel. Here we have seen how to use the conduit editor to create new conduits. And a third way to create ducts is to use Make a Flux standard, which is incorporated in the Pro 3D version. In standard Make a Flux, in regular pressure drops, we choose a duct diameter of 106 mm. We enter an unspecified debit, because it will not be used for much. The length does not matter either, because in Make a Flux Pro 3D, the ducts are resized when inserted into the network. We enter a non-zero length of 1 meter. We will choose a fluid. It doesn't matter either, but we need all these parameters to be able to export. And we click on Export to Pro 3D. A message tells us that the Make a Flux Pro 3D library will receive a new pipe. And here, Make a Flux Pro 3D tells us that it has received a conduit. You can assign a new name to this conduit. So we've seen the 3 ways to create conduits in the library. In the library, we can delete items and create subfolders to gather the elements of a project in the same folder. Example, School Project. So in the LED elements we create a School Project folder. We can thus easily find in our library the different conduits corresponding to a project. Voila, the creation of conduit in Make a Flux Pro 3D has no more secrets for you. We will see in other tutorials how to create other elements.